Previously on Is It a Pokemon? I'm sorry, brother, but I don't think Diglett is a Pokemon. Well,
No.
I would like to start. Sorry, go on. I don't want to interrupt whatever that was.
No, it's me trying to be Sean Bean. Terrible.
License to kill.
On License to Kill. I'm Sean Bean.
Oh, he's not in that one, is he? He's in GoldenEye.
No, the same.
Yeah, he's in GoldenEye, I think.
The same 30 seconds you gave me, something like that. He says.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
but speaking of our Diglett rift,
yeah.
I want to address that. I want to address that right away.
Oh,
In
wow.
fact, I've got 3 revocations on my mind.
Okay, this is serious.
Revocation number 1, Diglett.
I'd also want to know what revocation means, but yeah.
When we revoke things.
Ah, okay. A revocation.
A revoking.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, yeah. Diglett is number 1. I think it doesn't matter that it doesn't make sense. It is about the design at the end of the day.
Oh.
And it is adorable.
Yes.
And it just has Pokemon energy. It just has a Pokemon essence about it. I am reinstating Diglett. I don't know if I'll be doing the same for Dugtrio going forward. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'm now saying yes to Diglett. So we can start off episode 4 by immediately rectifying the brotherly dispute.
I mean, 7-year-old me in the playground right now is looking at that Diglett card. There's small drops of tears.
Yeah.
Sort of just on the card. Unfortunately, that does make it not a PSA 10 graded card now. It does make it like a PSA 6 or something like that. Or maybe worse. But the happiness is what matters, you know? Not everything in life has to be PSA graded 10. Much to the contrary of the current Pokemon card market. I don't know if you've seen, Joe, how ridiculous it's getting, but basically, if you owned a PSA 6 Diglett, you've outperformed Warren Buffett on the stock market, more or less.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm kind of imagining a film now, but because now that I've rectified this, I'm imagining a film in which 7-year-old you loses his Diglett card, but then I, your brother, time travel back to the early 2000s to like give it back. Like somehow I get hold of it and then I give it back to you.
Directed by Michael Bay.
And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. And then you cry on the card, and then I give you the lecture that you just did about PSA 10. It's more, it's a bit more Christopher Nolan.
It sounds like a therapy session.
Yeah, it would be that Nolan thing where it's all about time travel and other bullshit. But with a kind of sweet family.
Is that the name of the film?
Family narrative.
Time travel and other bracket. Diglett.
Yeah, Diglett edition. So that's revocation number 1.
Okay, well, I'm happy about that. Let's keep going.
Revocation number 2 is Rabombi.
Okay.
Now, Rabombi was a no for both of us.
Yeah.
I'm now changing my no to a yes. So if you also change yours to a yes, then Rabombi is a Pokemon. So now it's now over to you.
And I've got to remember what he looked like.
It was the kind of yellow and brown bug.
Yeah.
I think it's actually really quite adorable. And I really don't see any reason it shouldn't be a Pokemon now that I'm looking at it again. I think maybe it was fatigue.
You know what? I'm looking at it again. I like its old 70s kitchen colours. For anyone
me too.
It's very, and you know what? Why not? Rabombi is Rabomvoked. I don't know what that means, but Rabombi is a Pokemon.
The next is Golduck. We said yes to Golduck.
Ooh.
I think I'm revoking, and I'm now saying no, which means it is now not a Pokemon, regardless of whether or not you revoke.
Yeah. So, on what grounds are you changing your feelings on Golduck?
On the grounds that it's really, really bland. It's just not interesting. It's Route 1. That I can't. It's like, describe it. And you go, it's blue, and it's got a red bindi, and then you're done. Do you know what I mean? That's sort of, and it's got a tail. That's all the main
I still think
features.
it's a Pokemon.
It's just not much happening.
I still think it's a Pokemon personally, but if you've said no, then we will have to update the website. Now, I don't know how often we want to do this. I guess you found, I've been quite busy with work, and Joe's been editing the episodes, and maybe going through that was you've been pausing on the Pokemon. You've had thoughts about your feelings.
The editing mind thinks very differently to the recording mind.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like something Martin Scorsese would say.
Okay.
Or some other director.
Yeah. All right. Well,
maybe Fritz Lang.
Yeah, but he would say it in German.
Oh, Diamond.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my first editing job right there.
There's no way. You've got to keep that in. That's genius.
Are you ready to kick off with our first of 8 Pocket Monsters?
Diglett is a Pokemon. Rabombi is a Pokemon, and Golduck is no longer a Pokemon.
It's not a Pokemon. That is 3 changes. That's 30% of the previous episode. We do apologize. Well, I do anyway.
It's terrible. Right.
Sorry, guys.
Let's start. Let's mean where we want to begin, or whatever it says. I don't know what that means. Right. Rockruff.
Okay. Rockruff. Rockruff is a dog, as in rough. That is a rock type, as in rock at the beginning of its name.
As in rock. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's rock as in rock, and it's rough as in the noise a dog makes.
Okay.
I would really struggle to describe it. You know, when I described Mastiff on the previous episode, I think this is what I was actually picturing.
Okay.
So it's it's browns and it's greys, and it's got a shaggy mane. It might have the zigzaggy cartoon teeth that you see on the Mario projectile that I always forget the name of.
We're bringing out the Chomper again. I think we called it Chomper last time.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's called Chomper. I'm going to check that right now. I think it is called Chomper.
It's got those. It might have those teeth, but I'm not sure.
It's called...
Go on.
So it's called Chain Chomp.
Chain Chomp. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it might be the first Pokemon in an evolution line of 2. I think it evolves once.
Mm-hmm.
Type is obviously going to be rock. Is there a secondary type? If there is, I feel like it might be normal, which is quite strange. But that kind of works because the dog part is normal and the rock part is rock. So I'm going to say it's normal and rock. And it's probably about 1.5 feet tall and 2 feet long. Quite cute. Gen 6. I feel like I always say Gen 6. Yeah, but I'm sticking to my guns. Gen 6. And it's probably got an interesting tail, hasn't it? The tail, I'm going to say the tail is ultra fluffy.
Like on Mastiff, does it have some sort of hairdo that resembles Robert
It doesn't have a hairdo. It doesn't have a hairdo, but it has a mane going around its neck.
Okay.
Sort of like a ring of fluff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Now, I think my favorite part about this Pokemon, and I've sent it to you there, but you can see it there.
Oh, I've done reasonably well there.
You have, but I like the Japanese name. Because the Japanese name is Goth is literally the name of this Pokemon in Japanese.
Nice. Yeah, you get a lot of those accidents in Japanese. Like there's Takashita in Tokyo, which is basically take a street.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite a cute Pokemon though. I like a lot. I wouldn't a lot to it, but I do like it.
So it is a rock type. It's Gen 7, not 6. You gave me a length.
Okay, I was close.
You gave me a length, but I'm only given a height in the Pokedex, unfortunately. And sometimes the height is the length. I mean, it depends on what it's doing, really. And what
if it stands on its hind legs
which
or not.
Axis is it on? Anyway, that's for Professor Oak to find out, or Elm, or all the other ones. It says it's considered to be a good Pokemon for beginners because of its friendliness, but its disposition grows rougher as it grows up. This Pokemon intimidates opponents by striking the ground with the rocks on its neck. Oh, okay. The moment an opponent flinches, Rockruff attacks. So that's sort of... He's got a ruff on him.
Oh, like a Jacobean ruff.
Is that what it is? Not the fact that he's rough, although that also works.
But it's also that. It's a double... Oh my god.
Double pun.
It's exploding with meaning. This is genius. Double pun. Oh my god. And it's a really cute design. This is great. This is absolutely a Pokemon, Ben.
Yeah, I've got to say, this one is good design, good name. The double meaning, the double pun. I'm happy with that. That's good. I like my puns.
Is it only rock though?
I'll tell you what. I'm not having a rough time with this one.
Okay. Yeah.
It's only one type. It is only rock.
I think that's incorrect. That's wrong. It should be normal rock.
Okay.
Because think about a rock type. Picture a rock type.
No, I agree with you. When I think of a rock type,
you've either pictured Geodude.
Yeah,
exactly.
Geodude,
there you go.
That's the only rock type.
Geodude, or you picture Onyx.
Yeah, or Onyx.
And when you picture those, they're pure rock. They're rock through and through. Whereas this is clearly partly made of rock and partly made of dog. And dog is normal.
Dog. Well, apparently it's a puppy Pokemon, according to Bulbapedia.
Yeah, so they got the typing wrong. It's normal rock, which means that fighting types would absolutely it up.
But is it a Pokemon? I think it is.
Absolutely. All
right.
Good job.
Like I said, I did not have a rough time with this one.
So don't do it twice. Painful enough the first time.
Oh. Okay. Greninja.
I know Greninja. Because for some reason the Japanese fan base are absolutely mad about this Pokemon. I think it's because it had a really major part to play in the anime. In the later seasons, it was really involved and people just started to love it. It is it's sort of like a man frog that uses its extraordinarily long tongue as its own scarf. I think it might be the third in an evolution line of 3 for the starter types, the starter water types of maybe like Gen 7. That could be so wrong though. And I think color-wise, it's kind of like a bluish black, like a very dark blue. I think. Sort of got like a wide head. It's bodily. It's quite human. Do you know what I mean? Like you could get that guy. I can't remember his name, but there's that actor who played the monster in Pan's Labyrinth, and he was also the monster in The Shape of Water. And he's just done like loads and loads of these things. He's probably in all the Star Wars films as well. You could get him to successfully play Greninja. It looks human enough for a human to dress up as it and play it.
Okay, the only people I'm
There's
thinking of
definitely
is Andy
yellow in there.
Serkis. I'm thinking of Andy Serkis doing Greninja.
No, it's not Andy Serkis. Oh, what's this guy called?
Is it Warwick Davis?
It's not Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis is Greninja.
They sound more like Kenny Baker.
Yeah.
Shape of Water, actor, monster. It's like Ross Jones or something.
Ross
it's coming up here. Doug Jones. I got his surname right. Oh, he's in Hellboy as well. Okay.
This is really off tangent at this point. But okay.
I know. But yeah, you could get Doug Jones to successfully play Greninja.
Okay, well, let's make sure Game Freak remember that and Nintendo remember that. So if there's ever a live action, because you know how like these days all the old Disney films have to be like live action now, so they can sort of create bad versions that are woke.
Right.
You need to now do like the original Pokemon movie, which is kind of like a classic. Everyone remembers that one. Now you've got to do like a live action version of it where Pikachu is like. Well, I'm not going to say too much before we get banned on YouTube, but a woke Pikachu. Anyway,
to be fair, that original Pokemon film was terrible.
I mean, I haven't seen it for probably 20 years, if not more.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I think there might be some yellow going on with Greninja as well.
Okay.
But yeah, he's sort of like this amphibious frogman.
So what type is he? You haven't told me the typing yet.
Water, and I'll go with dark, I think.
Okay.
I don't know, but...
Well, I'm going to send you Greninja.
Okay.
There's something you said about Greninja, which was particularly interesting when I just read up about it now. I'm just going to send you it. Greninja actually has...
I've done pretty well there.
Yeah. Greninja actually has a very weird special form known as Ash Greninja. Which is like some special battle bond that increases his stats with Ash. I also don't know much about like Greninja and the anime, but I'm pretty sure you're right. Like they are highly like connected. Like the reason why the Japanese love it so much. I think Greninja was the #1 Pokemon for them in like when they did a sort of
a survey.
Yeah, I think that survey goes out to every Japanese person. It's part of their sort of like national.
It's their duty, I think. You're legally obliged to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you have to something or something like that. I'm not sure.
Pikachu!
That's got to be cut out. That's got to be cut out. Right, so Greninja, you're right. Water and dark. You were right.
Oh, what? No way.
Amazing. I mean, I don't know where you got dark. I don't know where dark came from because I would never have guessed dark.
I just thought. Well, my thinking was this. It's Gen. Well, I think it's Gen 7 or at least around there.
Well, what gen do you always guess?
Well, I always guess 6.
It's Gen 6.
Is it 6? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a. I knew it was a late gen. So it's a Gen 6 final evolution of a starter type, I believe, of a starter type.
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you know for a fact that at that point, they're almost certainly no longer having starter types that are pure types.
Okay.
The way Blastoise is just. Yeah, but you can just kind of deduce like. Of course, like, why would they release another? Yeah, exactly. And I thought, okay, there's not really anything else about Greninja. Like, there's nothing screaming poison at me. There's nothing screaming anything like that at me.
Yeah.
And Dark is a type that you can slap on basically any Pokemon so long as its skin is slightly dark.
Is that the rules for Dark Pokemon?
Pretty much. So that was my thinking.
Okay, well, it says here, Greninja creates throwing stars out of compressed water. When it spins them and throws them at high speed, these stars can split metal in two. The random fact is it appears and vanishes with a ninja's grace. It toys with its enemies using swift movements while slicing them with throwing stars of sharpest water. Now, to me, I think this is a Pokemon. The only bit I don't really like is the weird tongue scarf thing. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
it makes it quite human. A scarf, I know you said it is human, but like a Pokemon having a scarf, I think that's okay if it's like Chansey or like Jigglypuff or something, because I feel like they should be wearing a scarf. I can't tell you why, but they should. Whereas Greninja,
what?
Greninja is in water.
Okay,
like
going.
a scarf doesn't work in water. Like
a Greninja what? Don't leave it there.
Well, I said Greninja, if he's got a scarf on, it's going to get wet. You know? So like
he's a frog. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you don't want a wet scarf. The whole point of a scarf is to keep you warm.
Well, he's not. Yeah, it's going to be a dry tongue, isn't it? Yeah, but it doesn't really make sense because of the way amphibians like regulate their body heat anyway. They would never need a scarf. But
yeah, but I still think Greninja.
I mean, I don't
know.
It's just
I like Greninja a lot. He's actually.
It could just be a fashion thing.
He's actually going to be the face of the newest Pokemon set coming out, which probably will be out by the time this Pokemon episode's out, which is Chaos Rising, which I will probably purchase and lose all my money on because you never make your money back unless you wait 3 or 4 years. But as we know, it's not about opening the packs; it's about keeping it sealed and making the price go up. That's what Pokemon cards are. You're not meant to open them.
It's about contributing to the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not too sure about Greninja. I kind of.
That's
I'm really
be so
indifferent.
Controversial.
I know, because I mean, you and I have swathes of Japanese listeners at this point.
I know.
And yeah, they're not going to be too happy with me. I don't know. It's not very. I'm just kind of meh. I'm not. I'm indifferent. I don't feel either way about it.
Is it a Pokemon? Is pretty huge in Japan, so I'm a bit worried. I like it. I do like Greninja. It's got style.
I don't know.
It's got
does
style.
It? I'm not sure it does. I'm not sure it does have style. I think it's a little bit of a mess.
This is going to be very controversial, this one. And if you're not happy with being a Pokemon, then we have to move on.
I think I'm leaning towards no. I'm sorry. I don't really like it.
So what you're saying is the Pokemon that the Japanese have named the #1 Pokemon ahead of Pikachu is not a Pokemon.
Is not a Pokemon.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing to happen to the Japanese ever.
Yeah. This episode is really going to highlight the hubris of this whole endeavor. It's a no. I'm sorry. I don't think I like Greninja. And it's a rubbish name as well. Rubbish.
The name is terrible. I agree with you on that. Why Greninja? Why not Ninja if it's a frog?
Why does it have to be a ninja at all? I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a no. It's a no from me.
Oh my god. Greninja. You're not a Pokemon. Yeah. But I mean, for me you are. But unfortunately for Joe.
Editing Joe's going to listen to this and be like, what?
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Episode.
It's genius.
Next episode will be right. We've got some revocations. Greninja is a Pokemon. We were contacted by the Japanese government. If we don't say that, we're shut down.
Yeah.
We've committed. Is it seppuku? Seppuku? It's what the samurais did when they felt like they were ashamed of something. They would then kill themselves with their sword, which I think was called seppuku or seppuku.
Oh, so, I know about harakiri.
Okay, maybe that's the same thing.
Harakiri is horrific.
Okay, well, maybe not for this episode. We'll leave harakiri for another episode.
Yeah, look up harakiri.
All right, yeah.
Just look it up.
Otherwise, we'll just have to blank out.
Great film, by the way. Great film. Really good film, Harakiri.
All right. Next, Pocket Monster. Litleo.
Litleo. Litlio?
Litleo.
Leo. Okay. Litleo. Okay. Leo means lion. And lit is slang that the youths are using, but it's not going to be that. It's going to be lit as in a lit, like a lit light bulb or something like that. So I'm getting a kind of electric lion vibe from Litleo. But it sounds quite cute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's
got a
quite
cute
small.
name.
I think this is a cub. This is an electric lion cub.
There is a
So if you
real
picture,
thing. Sorry, I was going to just say there is a real thing about names that where you can tell if something is cute or not by the way that we have named it, and that's also the same for like human beings. Apparently, like if you name your child something like I don't know, I'm trying to think of a bad name for a child, but if you name it something that like call it Zach or something, it sounds more spiky. So therefore, people
yeah,
are not as much as happy as when you call like a girl and a Hannah or something, where like it feels a bit more rounded
elegant.
or elegant.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my point
Yeah,
is this
it's
is
known
a real
as
thing that does affect how we perceive things.
yeah, it's called nominative determinism. And
Well, there we go.
it's affected by like the media we consume and stuff. For example, my name is Joe, and I feel like for a long time I behaved like my name was Joe and almost felt like a pressure to behave like my name was Joe. Does that
I
make any
mean,
sense?
kind of. I mean, for me, I always worry about Ben because I think of Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, and you're Joseph, and I'm Benjamin. Well, Benjamin does the bad stuff. So,
Well, yeah, but I've also got Joseph Stalin, Joseph Kony, and Joseph Fritzl.
who are all listeners of a
So
set of Pokemon.
they are all listeners. They are all listeners. Yeah, I mean, I know one of them's dead, but still.
Well, who have I got? Benjamin Netanyahu. That's quite
Yeah, you've got
current.
Netanyahu.
That's quite
Yeah, that's
current.
not great. But you've also got Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, that's
That's quite
true.
nice.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. Well, that's Benedict, not Benjamin.
That's Benedict. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Anyway, before we rattle
Litleo.
off every name
Yeah.
with Ben and Joe, let's keep going.
Litleo is a lion cub. And he's spiky in the way that Jolteon is spiky. So it is fur, but it's fur that's standing up on edge with static. And he's mainly that kind of beige lion color, but around his neck where his mane has just started to grow, it's more of that electric color. So most of the electricity is stored in the mane. And he's got these electric blue lines running down his body. So they sort of run down his body and through to his tail. And he's got these big lovable eyes, and his little tongue is sticking out. And he's sort of looking up at you. And he likes to roll around.
He's looking up at you. He's always looking up. He's always looking up at you.
If you were to walk by him, he would look up at you and start jumping around because he would just assume you want to play. It's a very playful Pokemon, is Litleo.
Okay.
I'm going to say he's a foot long, and he's about 8 inches tall. He is from Gen 8. And yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, and he evolves once. He evolves into a big male lion.
It sounds like you're describing almost like a baby Jolteon.
Well, Jolteon's more of a dog.
Okay.
So you take it's rather than a dog shape, it's a lion shape. Picture Simba, and then make Simba a bit smaller, and give him a little electric mane. And make him sort of younger and cuter. He's like a baby, As you know Simba at the very start of The Lion King, when Rafiki holds him up.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's more like that.
Well, it's not, because I'm about to send you a picture, but this is Litleo.
Oh, come on. I did really well.
You did very well. I mean, you did very well.
Yeah, like, I went off on, the mane and the blue stuff. That was all wrong. But the point is, it's a small lion.
It is a small lion. You also said about it having cute eyes and its tongue poking out, which it does.
Yeah.
However, you were confused by what lit meant. In this case, it means lit as in a lit fire.
The fire is lit.
The fire is lit, not the light bulb.
Yeah, it's a flaming lion.
Which the light bulb is also lit by heat, which is fire. So, yeah. Anyway, so you got a lot right. However, there's not really much. The spikiness is only in his mohawk.
Yeah, he's got a mohawk. It's quite punk.
And it's fire mohawk because he's fire.
It's really cute.
He's also fire normal.
Oh, interesting.
Much like Rockruff should be rock normal.
Should be, yeah. Okay, well, that's definitely an approval from me. The one thing I'm not too keen on is the eyes. The eyes are quite empty, aren't they? They're quite scary.
Yeah, they're quite empty. They are.
It's sort of like you know what it's like? It's like a lifeless doll.
Yeah.
That feels like a toy I'm going to pick up, and it's just going to be, there's just cotton inside, rather than something that's going to run around. Yeah, they could have given a bit more life to the eyes, but I think I'm willing to overlook that and say that this is a Pokemon.
Okay. So
what about you?
Well, I'm just going to read a bit more about him. So it says the stronger the opponent, the stronger the opponent it faces, the more heat surges from its mane. I don't see the mane, and the more power flows through its body.
Oh, so it does have a mane. Okay.
Apparently, I don't see it.
Yeah, it's very small.
I mean, the evolution has a mane for sure.
Yeah.
So there is an evolution.
Okay. What's the gen? What gen is it?
What's your favorite? What's the gen? What is the gen always?
6.
It is 6. Yeah.
Just all Pokemon from Gen 6. What is this?
Every Pokemon is from Gen 6, even Bulbasaur. Yeah. So, is it a Pokemon?
For me, yes.
I think it is, but I'm still reeling from Greninja not being a Pokemon. But
okay,
I think it is. Its eyes, though. The eyes for me.
The eyes are difficult. Yeah, I'm not keen on the eyes, but it's not bad enough to ruin the Pokemon.
If I saw it as a plushie, would I think Pokemon? Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. There is a slight edge of generic cuddly toy about it.
Yeah. I don't think it's fiery enough. Like, for example, they could have add more orange to the tail on the end.
Yeah, they could. They could definitely afford more.
It even looks like a cartoon sort of fire thing on the end of his tail, but they didn't bother making it orange.
Yeah, there's definitely more room for sort of embellishments.
Yeah.
It's quite plain. Yeah, I do like it though. For me, it's a Pokemon just about.
Okay, all right, Litleo, you are a Pokemon. Next. Oh dear. Well, I'm not sure. This one's called Kleavor, and I've not heard of this one before. Now, I'm pretty up to date with most Pokemon because I am collecting cards these days. This one, Kleavor, I've never seen it before.
Okay, can you spell Kleavor, please?
Kleavor.
Okay, I'm going to say Kleavor is a pure steel type.
Okay.
And it's kind of like those maidens, those Iron Maiden things from Elden Ring. I don't know how far through Elden Ring you got, but you might have seen those Iron Maiden things that have those swinging blades attached to them.
The only thing I did in Elden Ring was leave the initial place, see that horse boss guy, and then quit the game and never came back to it.
Oh, the Tree Sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there are other ways to go, and you can also just walk past the Tree Sentinel.
I know. I just haven't had time to play it. But anyway, continue.
So it's like it's a sort of, it's a metallic bipedal thing, and and its arms are these sort of blades attached by. They're kind of like. Oh, it's hard to explain. I mean, it's hard to explain mainly because I'm constructing it in my mind as I'm going. Actually, you know what? Forget the swinging blades. They're not swinging. It just has swords for arms. It's almost like a suit of armor that's become animated, but then you replace the arms with blades, and then you replace the head with a kind of robotic Cyclops laser firing thing.
It's like a robot. It's some sort of terrifying robot.
Yeah, it kind of is a robot. Oh no, that would make it electric. It looks robotic, but it's pure steel.
Okay.
And it's about, it's about 6 foot. It's just like the height of a human. It does not evolve into or from anything. It's from Gen 9.
So Gen 9 is obviously the most recent gen. But we will get to Gen 10 probably by the time we don't we'll be having to add Gen 10 in here eventually because it's coming out this year, I think.
Yeah.
Or next year. But it probably is going to take more than 6 months to complete this Pokedex.
Oh yeah, it's going to take forever. It's going to take a very long time. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I have for Cleavor. The name's not really speaking to me. It's not giving me much. I just have this idea of like cleaving blades.
Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it.
All right. Oh, okay. I mean, I was kind of right in that it had weapons for arms.
Yeah,
it's just axes,
arms.
not swords.
Yeah, your arm part was correct. The typing, you said steel.
Yeah.
It's bug, rock.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Bug, rock, and it's Gen 8.
Okay, I was pretty close then. And it is like this bipedal thing that's probably about 6 foot.
What Pokemon does it look like for you?
Scyther.
Yeah. It's one of Scyther's final forms.
Because there's the other one. Scizor, the red one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's another one of those.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we feel about it?
Awful.
Oh, really?
I really don't like it. You've ruined my boy Scyther, I would say. Because Scyther is one of my favourite Gen 1s. I love Scyther.
It's not as good as Scyther, no.
It's nowhere near as good as Scyther. So it says here, it's a violent creature that fells towering trees with its crude axes and shields itself with hard stone. If one should chance upon this Pokemon in the wilds, one's only recourse is to flee. Why is it saying like if one as if we're like the queen all of a sudden? It's speaking very strangely in the Pokedex there. I feel like it's rather posh, but oh well. Here we go.
I don't think that's not that posh. I would use one in that context.
Yeah, but you're also posh when you speak. Also am I, but you like to use words I don't understand. So the interesting part also is that the random fact it's giving me is literally the same as its Pokedex entry. There's no difference between the random fact and the Pokedex. That's how little we know about this Pokemon. So it's 5'9" or 1.8 meters.
It's the exact same color palette as Litleo.
It is. It doesn't have any orange in it though. But it is the same sort of color palette.
Compare Litleo to Cleavor right now. That art style is just so different, isn't it? You wouldn't think that they're from the same place.
I don't like Cleavor. I'll tell you a bit more why.
You know what he looks like? It looks like the grasshoppers from Bug's Life.
Yes. What's that name of him? He's who does the voice of that grasshopper? I was thinking it's got a very famous voice, but I can't remember who it is.
Oh, I don't know. No,
Tom Hanks or something probably. If in doubt, it's Tom Hanks.
No, he was busy doing Toy Story at that point.
So there's too much detail in Cleavor.
For example, yes, I know what you mean. There's so much shading.
There's so much shading. There's a lot of lines everywhere. Like the axe, it's got like broken bits on it with multiple shades. It's
very detailed. It's another Digimon.
It's not clean.
No.
It's not.
It's almost too real. They
It's
try to
not a
make it too
Pokemon for me.
real.
It's just
Yeah.
it's too it's Digimon territory, I would say,
Yeah,
or
it is. It
Yu-Gi-Oh
is.
territory.
Especially when you compare it to the smoothness of Litleo, who's just above it there on my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'm kind of indifferent, but I think I lean towards no. So this is a no.
God, if Greninja is a no for you, I don't know how Cleavor is not a no. Cleavor is way worse for me than Greninja.
They're
So
about even for me.
I was trying to come up with a pun for Cleavor, but I guess it fell apart.
Oh, like felling a tree?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cleavor, not a Pokemon. Sorry.
Sorry, Clevo.
Bye.
Boy.
Fungus.
Oh, I think I know Fungus. Fungus is from white and black and white, which would make it like Gen 6. It's always Gen 6. Fungus. Yeah, you sort of find him in the forest. I mean, I guess he must be a mushroom. I've definitely caught one. But I think in that gen there were a lot of sort of foresty Pokemon, so they're all mixed up in my head. But I think Fungus is probably a grass poison type. And it's like a mushroom, and attached to the stalk are these big round eyes, and it also has like this big round mouth, so it sort of looks permanently surprised because it's like a circular mouth. And I think the top of the mushroom cap has like red dots, red spots on it.
Okay.
So it's a bit like a Super Mario mushroom in that sense.
Okay.
Super Mario is turning out to be very useful for me descriptively.
It has good characterization and good characters, I think. In that, like when I
Yeah,
play, I've been playing Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart and stuff on the Nintendo Switch recently, and the characters are very well done. Like they're very distinctive.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. And the stalk is kind of white, I think. And I think this evolves just once. I'm going to say it's the first in an evolution chain of 2.
Okay.
It's probably about a foot tall.
Okay. I tried searching for it on Bulbapedia, but the page doesn't even load. So I don't know what that means for
Oh dear.
for, for, for if this is a Pokemon or not. However, I have found a Google image.
Oh, okay.
It's Gen 5. It's grass
Yeah.
poison. Now,
Okay.
obviously, the most distinctive feature of it is that the mushroom is actually a Pokeball. Look.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
this makes absolutely no sense. And I'll explain why.
Yeah.
It takes a long time for evolution to happen on creatures. And if the point of this Pokemon is that it's hiding itself or something as a Pokeball, for I don't even know why it want to do that. But even if for whatever reason it wanted to, nature would not naturally select this fast.
Yeah, but that's not. You're applying the rules of our universe to the universe of Pokemon.
Oh, I mean, but
We
we've
don't
done
know how
that.
evolution works in the
That's
Pokemon
true.
universe.
I mean, yeah, I mean they call it evolving when it moves from one to another, which also doesn't make sense, really,
Yeah, when it
evolutionary
transforms, they
speaking.
call it an evolution. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
but
mean, I think it doesn't make sense because if you see a Pokeball, you're going to want to pick it up.
yeah, I don't get this Pokemon. So it says it lures people in with its Pokeball pattern, then releases poisonous spores. Now, I don't know anything that exists that tries to lure people in to
Just
cause
to poison them.
damage. Normally,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
again, we're applying real world logic. For example,
yeah,
a frog. I've seen poison dart frogs when I was in Costa Rica.
yeah,
It's very obvious when you see them because they stand out so much compared to the rest of the jungle. But the reason they
yeah,
do that is to say, warning, if you eat me, I will kill you. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is saying, warning, I'm a Pokeball, so come and pick me up. And if you pick me up,
Yeah.
I'll poison you. It doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, so it's not saying warning at all. It's saying come here.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I don't mind that because it could just be that this Pokemon is a like it's okay for this Pokemon to just be a bit of a. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, yeah,
yeah, absolutely. Come on over here.
But it does say in the
yeah.
Pokedex why it resembles a Pokeball is unknown. So
yeah, that's because they couldn't be bothered. They couldn't be bothered to figure out the logic.
I don't think a Pokemon that resembles an item in the Pokemon universe should be a Pokemon.
I've never been keen on that, like Voltorb and Electrode. I'm sort of like, yeah.
They're also ones I'm not. Yeah, I'm also not really happy with those either. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I'm not overly keen on them. I think I'm leaning towards a no for Fligu or whatever he's called.
He's called Fungus.
Fungus. I think there is a Fligu though. I think, and I think I've partially got it mixed up with this.
Yeah. There's not much room for a fungus, I think, in here.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah. Thank you. Next. Sorry, Fungus. Not a Pokemon.
See ya, Fungus.
Okay. Slakoth.
Ah, Slakoth. I love Slakoth. Slakoth is a normal type from Gen 3. It's a sloth. It's a very lazy looking sloth.
It kind of resembles you in your teenage years, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it looks a lot like me. I think this is part of why I love Slakoth. Is that I see myself.
Your spirit animal.
Myself represented. I am represented in Slakoth, particularly as a younger man. You're right. Yeah. It's sort of light brown, and I think it's got maybe 3 dark brown stripes sort of on its back, and typically it's sort of holding one arm up kind of lazily, presumably as it was holding onto a branch a moment earlier and has now fallen. It's the first in an evolution chain of 3. I would guess it's probably about 2.5 feet tall. And its eyes, there's almost like a raccoonish quality to the eyes. And yeah, it's just a really cute, neat, tidy design. I think that is everything
you pretty
need to know
much
about
nailed
Slakoth.
it. So I'm going to send you the picture of Slakoth. So
yeah, come on.
His normal type.
Come on.
I don't know if you said what type he was, but his normal type.
Yeah, I said normal.
What gen is he?
3.
Yeah, 3. You said he's 2.5 foot. He's 2.6 foot, which is 2.5 foot, right?
That is 2.5 foot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you're exactly right.
I've been eerily accurate with this Pokemon. I've been scarily accurate.
It says it's.
I said 3 brown stripes. It's actually got 2.
But... Also, its eyes. To me, it looks more like it's just smoked a doobie.
Yeah, it does.
To me, it says Slakoth lolls around for over 20 hours a day. Because it moves so little, it does not need much food. This Pokemon's sole daily meal consists of just 3 leaves.
I mean, that just sounds heavenly.
A Pokemon only eats 3 leaves, never more, never less. Exactly 3 leaves. It doesn't say.
Again, it's one of those categorical statements that they make.
It also doesn't say what the size of the leaves are. So if they're like,
yeah, that's true.
Maybe that's how it changes its diet. You know, like some days just feeling a bit hungrier than others. Maybe it has to always be 3 leaves. So it's almost like it's more of like a OCD thing. Like he has to have 3. That's his OCD.
It's self-imposed. Yeah.
Yeah. So like 3, but the size can change.
Yeah.
It also says that his heart beats just once a minute, and whatever happens, it is content to loaf around motionless, and it is rare to see this Pokemon in motion. Much like you when you're about 14, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just so much like me. Although I think the speed of your heart is actually determined by your size rather than your activity. Generally.
Generally, yes. Yeah.
So like the heart of a blue whale pumps incredibly slowly.
But it is the size of a car, so that does help.
Yeah, it's the size of a Mini Cooper, isn't it?
Yeah. Whereas a little hummingbird probably beats it like 30 times a minute or something.
Yeah, God, must be so fast.
Well, way more than 30.
Because they're really small and really active.
It's like hundreds and hundreds of per minute.
Yeah. So how do we feel about Slakoth?
I like him. He is the Pokemon for me. He's basic in the way that he's basically just a sloth. But
it doesn't matter because he's oozing with character.
Because he is oozing with character. I like his eyes. His eyes definitely.
I love his eyes. I love everything about him.
He's just that guy who's like, he's someone who I need in my life, right? I'm often quite full of anxiety and worry. And then I can speak to Slakoth and he's just like, it's all good, man.
Don't worry about it.
Just chill out. Just eat 3 leaves and everything will be okay.
Yeah. I mean, for me, this is absolutely a Pokemon. I adore this Pokemon. And I always used to enjoy finding it in Ruby and Sapphire. In fact, you know what? This might be my favorite Pokemon.
No way.
It might be.
Way.
I know, it might be. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm realizing how nostalgic I am for it and how cool I found it in Gen 3 because it's actually really rare. And I remember you have to fight your dad in Gen 3 and he uses the fully evolved form of that.
Okay.
And it's like absolute slacking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's absolutely broken. Its stats are like through the roof, but it can only attack every other turn, I think.
So you're saying Slakoth might be your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah. Simplicity wins sometimes. I think, I don't know. It's just so satisfying to look at. I can't tell you why.
I was going to say it's just a sloth, but then my favorite Pokemon is Squirtle, and it's just a turtle, more or less.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
All right. I'm happy to also give the okay for Slakoth. I'm not as big a fan as you, but it definitely is a Pokemon.
Yeah, I just when you said it is just a sloth, that is true, and I am kind of breaking my rule of like it needs to be an animal with a thing attached.
Yeah, there's nothing attached other than pure personality.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a yes for Slakoth.
Okay. Dreadnought.
N-O-R.
N-A-W.
Ah. So this is like a biting Pokemon.
It's literally the type it says on Bulbapedia. Bite Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's literally what it says. It says that. Bite Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Says that.
Oh, you can't tell me that, though. You can't tell me that I'm right.
Sorry.
Okay, well, that's good. That's given me confidence. So it's a play on Dreadnought. And a Dreadnought is a type of ship? Like spaceship? Is that right? What's a Dreadnought?
A Dreadnought...
I'm trying to think what a Dreadnought is.
Well, it's many things depending on the context, but I think originally it's a ship, as in like dread, nautical sort of thing, right?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. So it's gonna be an enormous fish with huge teeth. So if you imagine spiny teeth, take the zigzaggy Mario teeth from the Chomper, but now make them really, really tall and really, really narrow. So it's almost like the teeth of an anglerfish, you know? Absolutely huge and terrifying, such that this thing can never fully close its mouth.
Okay.
But the mouth is not only really tall, it's also really, really long. So the majority of this Pokemon is taken up by its mouth.
Okay.
And then right at the back of the mouth on top, just above where the jaw hinge is, you've got the eyes. And the eyes are just pure evil. The eyes are red, and they're looking at you, saying, I'm going to eat you. And this thing is dark blue, by the way. And then behind that, you've got the rest of the body with the gills, and it's got a tail that sort of bends round and has a spike on the end. So it can pin prey down to the ocean floor and then come back for them later and chomp it up. This Pokemon is a standalone, and it's from Gen 8.
And what types
and it
did you
is hang on, it's how long is it?
You say how long, but I've told you there's no length option, it's just height.
Yeah, but I'm doing this for descriptive reasons for the audience.
Okay.
It's 5 meters long.
Okay.
And it's a water type.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to throw in dark as well. Actually, no, we've already had that. We've had that with Greninja. I mean, that doesn't mean that it wouldn't be that. Okay, just water. It's just water.
All right. You ready for the image?
Please.
Yeah. Now, you say, oh no, but there's a number of things here that you did get right. So, it is water, but it's water rock.
Okay.
It is Gen 8.
Oh, nice.
It's 3.3 feet or 1 meter exactly in height. It's quite heavy. It's 115 kilograms or 200.
It looks heavy. I see that. I see the weight. Yeah, I can see the weight. Yeah.
It is very teethy, as it is a bite Pokemon. It does look like it has a serious underbite. And probably unable to properly close its mouth, which is what you said as well. However, it's not a fish.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's a turtle.
Yeah, I was picturing something very different to this. I've got to say, I think I like it.
Okay.
Do you not like it?
I do. It feels a little bit busy art-wise again.
Yeah. It's not too busy for me.
I think it's the not straight line stuff again that
that does detract from Pokemon-ness, doesn't it?
And also, like, if you look at the kind of almost like blade on its head, there's a lot of different shades going on just for that blade, which I'm not that happy with. Also, another bit I'm not happy with, and I don't know why this exists, maybe you know why, but on like chef knives, sometimes they have that little circle cut out of the knife. Now, I don't know why that is, but they seem to have added it onto the Pokemon. I don't like that either, because that's saying, I'm going to remind you of an object that exists, which has this weird hole in it that no one actually knows why. I don't think even Gordon Ramsay knows why there's a hole in a knife. It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's for weight and for balancing it in your hand, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm sure one of our many culinary expert listeners
will have an expert insight. Yeah,
exactly. Maybe Real Spice works for. He is called Spice. There is spice in his name, so maybe he's a culinary expert. He'll be able to tell us in the comments.
I mean, he has not left a comment.
I was not going to mention that because it was quite heartbreaking to not see him back again.
But I mean, you've brought his name up now, so we might as well tackle this head on.
I'm just imagining when we mention him in every episode. He's only ever seen the first episode, and then he comes in on episode 200 or something. And he's like, there won't be an episode 200 because there aren't enough Pokemon, but in a later episode, and he's like, God, they're still mentioning me. And then he looks back at every episode, and he's mentioned every episode.
Oh my God.
And he has some sort of existential crisis about this.
Yeah, we're constructing a hell for this man.
Yeah. What type do you think Real Spice is?
He's got to be fire type, hasn't he? He's got to be fire.
I was going to say it's got to be normal because he's a human being. Human beings have got to be normal type, no?
Well, yeah, but then that's no fun because then every human being is normal.
So he's a bit spicy, so he's fire type.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a secondary. That remains to be seen.
What gen is he?
Now he's fire. He's Gen 3.
He's Gen 3, okay. Decent gen.
Yeah,
decent
Gen 3. Yeah, it is a good gen. It is a good gen.
So,
what's this guy called?
Dreadnought.
You know what? I'm not too fussed by the extra detail on the shell and the horn.
Okay.
I think it's not too much. You can just about get away with it. I actually think this has a lot of character. I think it looks really kind of grumpy and
I like it.
but kind of like ineffectually grumpy, which is quite funny.
There's a few
the hole
bits...
in the horn doesn't bother me.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you, but there's a few bits of juxtaposition I don't like. So the hinge on the jaw looks quite mechanical. Like it looks like a screw. But the rest of the whole Pokemon, other than its mouth and the hinge, looks organic.
Yeah, it does.
Now, I'm not happy with that. Really.
Yeah, it's sort of like, but also like the decoration.
The fact that you've said no to Greninja, but yes to this, makes me reconsider the whole podcast.
Because something that's weird about it is that the decoration is just a different art style to the rest of the body. The shell and the horn, compared to everything else, just different art styles altogether. But for me, it still has enough character. There's real character there. I do like it.
There is. I can see it in a Pokemon battle. I can't see Ash ever owning one, but I can see another trainer owning one. I think I'm gonna just about say yes to this.
Well, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about the art styles more, maybe I'm leaning towards no a bit.
It's just
this is
my
difficult.
Issue
is
the
one.
Juxtaposition between what seems mechanical and then what seems natural. It's like it feels like it should all be one. Like imagine this had a bit more of a real turtle face, but it did still have sort of chomping mouth, and the hinge wasn't perfectly spherical.
Oh, there doesn't need to be a hinge. Why can't the jaw just be attached?
They could
naturally?
remove the hinge, and I would actually be more happy with it.
It would be better, yeah. Because then I'm like, wait, has someone built this? Like, it's really weird.
I think I'm going to say no, simply because they've mucked up the art between the two styles.
Yeah, it's a shame because when you start thinking about it too much, you realize it's not consistent. Is it organic? Is it built? Is it smooth? Is it rough? Like, what's the art style? The colors are great. The colors all work together really well. Yeah, maybe it's just not quite there. This is just about a no. Now that I think of it.
All right.
For me. For you?
It's a Dreadnought for me. 0. See you later.
See you, Dreadnought. No, whatever you're called.
No.
Dreadnought.
Okay. Suicune.
Oh, Suicune. So Suicune is like Walking Wake, but massively toned down. So this is one of the 3 legendary dog things from Gen 2. This is the water one. I don't know if it has a secondary type. I'm going to say water ice. Let's do that. This is a water ice type. And it's a blue sort of dog thing with these kind of flowing, like a flowing mane of hair. And I'm going to guess it has 2 tails because Walking Wake has 2 tails. And it's all very kind of, it's very elegant and very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Probably a word I've not heard of.
Picture lots of blue flowing hair, basically, attached to quite a thin and elegant dog. It's kind of like the body of a whippet. Picture a whippet, make it kind of white and blue, and then attach flowing blue locks to it and give it 2 long, wavy tails. And it jumps around being all elegant and lovely. And there's a bit of turquoise thrown in as well. And it's probably about 3 feet long.
How tall is it?
1.5 feet.
Okay. Ready?
Ready. All right.
So,
yeah,
obviously, everyone
done well there.
Most people know Suicune, so I was expecting you to get this.
It does have 2 tails.
It does have 2 tails. They kind of look like very long strands of toilet paper. Now that I look at it.
I thought they looked like ribbons.
Yeah, they are more. I guess they are more ribbon-like. The height, however, it's 6'6" or 2 meters, so it's quite a big boy.
Holy it's huge. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah,
Okay.
quite big, and it's 187 kilograms or 412 pounds. I mean, that's really heavy for 6 foot.
Yeah.
That's ridiculously heavy. That's like
Yeah.
overweight if you're a human, way overweight. For that height, I mean, if you're 6 foot, you're like what, 90 kilograms, 100
Well,
kilograms?
hang on. You said 6'7".
6'6", yeah.
6'6".
Yeah,
That's actually a
extra.
substantial difference.
Yeah, you're still not getting to the height of Steve Merchant. Steve Merchant's taller than a Suicune.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god.
Suicune's taller than me. He's towering over me. But
so I forgot that it had purple. There's purple hair, and then the turquoise bit is kind of like a gem. It's like a rock attached to its head.
Is. Yeah. So you said it was water ice. Now,
yeah,
it's just water.
Okay.
Which I don't actually agree with. I think water ice is actually a better typing for Suicune.
Yeah, it's got, because of that sort of icy looking head augmentation and the icy diamond pattern on its
No, I actually prefer your typing.
Yeah, me too.
It says it races around the world to purify fouled water. It dashes away with the north wind. Now, that sounds quite Japanese folklore, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds actually very Ghibli. You can imagine a Ghibli film where there's sort of this dog running around purifying foul water, and the fouled water are the human beings have fouled. It
gets befriended. It gets befriended by a 10-year-old girl who can commune with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it sees the purity in her.
And she rides on its back, purifying the world of the fouled water that the industrialization of Japan has caused.
Yeah, and towards the end, the military sort of start to take it down, and she starts to cry, and then her love restores it to life. And then a beautiful piano theme, the piano motif that you've been hearing, kicks back in, but really, really gently, and you start to cry.
Yeah. She's crying on the half-dead Suicune, and her tears resurrect it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like that.
And directed by Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Miyazaki would direct. Yeah. Is this a Pokemon?
I've got to say
I think the answer is I think it's absolutely yes.
It's got to be a Pokemon.
Because yes, it is busy, but it is a legendary, and it's done so elegantly. This is actually really damn good.
Yeah,
this is brilliant. This is great. Suicune's a great Pokemon. I approve. I approve of Suicune. So I think we were half and half today.
Yeah, we are. I think we're more or less.
Rockruff was a yes.
Let me go and check. So Suicune approved. Slakoth approved. Fungus, no. You can just tell by the name. Greninja, no. Litleo, yes. Rockruff, yes. So that's 4 and 2. Dreadnought, no. And
Cleavor?
Missing one. Cleavor. Where's Cleavor? Don't know where Cleavor is. He's disappeared. There he is.
Oh, is he?
He's gone. Okay, so it's 4 and 4. 4 and 4 for this week.
All
right. So, so far we've got 48 discovered and 21 approved. So I think that sounds about right to me.
Yeah. 48 discovered, 21 approved. So 27 not approved.
What's surprising me so far is that there's actually more of the later gens that we're quite happy to approve. I think what happens is a lot of people, they'll see the ridiculous ones like the ice cream Pokemon or whatever, or Trubbish, and they say, oh, look how ridiculous Pokemon is now. But actually, it's starting to learn that some of these later Pokemon are pretty great. The really most recent ones, though, we haven't approved any. From Pokedex 834 onwards, anything past that so far, we haven't approved a single one.
But how many have we had from that point on?
We've had 14.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's
so something has
a
happened
lot.
to Pokemon at that point. The one that we approved that's the most latest in Pokedex order is Sobble, which I highly approve of Sobble. As I said during the episode, I am a Sobble enjoyer.
See, for a moment, I thought, oh wait, does Sobble evolve into Greninja?
No, that's another one. I can't tell you who.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Another episode. 8 more down. Only 977 remaining.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
Brilliant. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.